everyone, it's Ann here and I'm excited to be with you tonight. I am moving our Monday night crafting session to Wednesday, which is tonight, because Monday was a holiday and I knew most of you would probably be enjoying your family for some yummy turkey dinner here in Canada, or maybe you were just unwinding before you had to start the work week. So instead of missing another week, I thought let's move it to Wednesday night, and I thought it would be a great night to craft with you. I have not crafted with you in a long time. September was a very crazy month for us. So we had some family things going on, and with returning back to work, I am missing my crafting sessions with you, and I'm very excited to be back with you. I'm popping on a few minutes early to let Facebook know that I've gone live, and I'm actually just going to tag this into my group. I'm actually going live on my page tonight because I thought what a great way to find new crafting friends is to go live on my page. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and trying something new tonight. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching on the replay, let me know you're watching on the replay. So my name is Ann Granger and welcome to my stamp room. I'm an independent demonstrator here in Canada and I live in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario in Canada. Tonight I will be sharing a crafty project with you. I usually go live every Monday night at 7 o'clock, and I always bring to you some type of crafting project, whether it's a card or a bag or something fun. Tonight we are actually creating a fall card, and I challenged myself to step outside of the box and use some products that I haven't used in a while. Actually, I was inspired by some other demonstrators I saw using this product, and I thought, you know what, I haven't used mine in a while. Let's jump and let's grab it and use it. Okay, so I am just checking my settings here, and I'm going to try to share it with my group. Now, I don't even know how I do that, but let's just see if I can do this. Let's see if I can share it. So, maybe I need to go live on my page. Okay, let me try this. Anyway, so as I'm talking and figuring this out. So as I said, I usually go live Monday nights. I've moved it to Wednesday night tonight this week just because I did not want to miss another week of crafting with you. So I already told you my name is Ann Granger and I have been crafting for 14 years as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I love every minute of it. My backbone is teaching and I love sharing my paper crafts with others. Sorry, my daughter came in and distracted me. I love sharing my paper craft and creating with others. So you can find me on social media as Stamp with Ann. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Please like my YouTube subscription. I will put it under below this video. I am trying to grow my YouTube presence so that we can do some YouTube lives. And in order to do that, I need to have subscribers. So please tell your crafty friends about our videos and have them come join along with us for some great fun crafting nights. Also, you can, like I said, you can find me on all platforms. So I'm also the team leader of Stamp to Create, and we are an amazing group. We have demonstrators from the West Coast to the East Coast, and we have a great group. We have a great group of ladies, and we have so much fun together, sharing inspirations, crafting, and supporting each other. And it's just, I love my team. I love my team. They're amazing. So if that's something you think you're interested in, we would love to have you join us. Reach out. We would love to talk to you about this amazing opportunity that you could have too, especially if you love paper crafting and you love earning a discount on your products. Like who would not want a discount on shopping on our products? The rest of the stuff is a bonus. All right, so the best compliment I can give to you is to like, share, and comment on my videos and tell your crafting friends to join us. Okay, so let's get started. I am going to flip my camera and see if I can find myself here on my iPad, and then we're going to join. Like I said, this is the first time going on my page, so I usually go live in my group. So if someone can find me and share me, that would be great. So hi Nancy, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm trying to find my page, Nancy, but I can't do that. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, there it is. I see it now. So I'm going to share it in my group and we are going to get started. I'm looking forward to crafting with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to switch my camera around. So if you get dizzy or that bothers you, close your eyes and I'll let you know when we are ready to go. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I see my camera. I'm just waiting for everything to get caught up here. If someone can let me know how my view looks, that would be great. I can see it on my end, and I think everything looks good. Okay, so if I can get some thumbs up if you're here, that would be awesome. All right, so I wanted to share with you tonight our, well, first of all, I wanted to say I have a host code. So each month I offer a host code with a product. So if you, that's my way of saying thank you for shopping with me. So if you spend $50 in my online store or email me with your order, I am going to send you these cute star adhesive back sequins at the end of the month. So I always wait to the end of the month, place my orders, and then I ship it out with you in November with a little thank you card for saying thanks. If you can, oh, there we are, just making sure I could see myself in the camera. So that's why my way of saying thanks. And it's just, you know, I want to say thank you for shopping with me because I know there's so many demonstrators out there, but I would love to have for you to support me in my business. And it's just one of those little things that I like to do. All right, so tonight's products that we are using is this gorgeous paper, Beauty of the Earth. So here in Canada, we are very lucky. We have 4 seasons, and my favorite season is fall. I love everything about fall. Pumpkins and apple pie, pumpkin desserts, and the cooler weather. I love when it's cool in the morning, warm during the day, but cools off at night. And obviously you cannot miss out on the fall leaves. So that is the inspiration for my project today. Here in Canada, our leaves turn gorgeous colors of red, orange, and yellow, and they're just vibrant. Like there's some trees that are just so vibrant. And it's just gorgeous. So if you're here in Canada, make sure you get out and take some nature walks because right now the earth is showing us its beauty. Okay, so this is the paper we are using tonight, is the Beauty of the Earth. We are using the product stamp set called Season of Fun. So this is a photo Palmer stamp set. And the neat thing about this is I like it. It has, if you're a person who loves to color, you're going to want the stamp set. But best of all, look, it has the 3 different seasons you can go through. Halloween, fall, and then Christmas. How cute is that? So I want to share with you where you can find it. So this is our holiday catalog, aka July to December. Let me show you the page here. Right here, our mini catalog. And this is one of the sets you can earn for free when you place an order of 200 or more, or you host a party. So I thought I would share this fun set with you guys tonight to share, hey, look what you can get. And I just think it's an adorable little stamp set. All right, so the products we are using tonight that I have not used in a while is watercolored pencils. So when you use watercolored pencils, you want to use a Stazon ink, and you're supposed to have a Stazon cleaner. Now, I don't have a Stazon cleaner, so I just really made sure I cleaned my ink because the Stazon ink will stain your stamps, and you want to make sure you get that off your ink pads. And so we're using those ones. So these watercolored ink crayons, there's 2 sets. This is one of them, and you get 13 colors in pretty much the core colors that you would use for coloring with. So that's what they look like. And then, as I can see, I have a bunch more. I actually just used a clear case and stuck them all in here, so the rest are in here. But there's 2 different assortments. There is this one, and then there's another one that has like cherry cobbler, night and navy, and a whole bunch of different colors in there. Okay, so let's get started. We are using, so with the watercolor crayons, you also want to make sure you use a blender pen. So these actually come in a pack of 3, and they're dual tip, which I love. So you could use one end, get it all messy, and then switch to another end. So it's like you're getting 2 pens in 1 pen, which is kind of cool. All right, so let's get started. We are using a piece of Bumblebee cardstock, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And not to worry, I will put all these measurements up on my post after. I have a piece of white that I believe is 3 3/4 by 5. I have 3 pieces of designer series paper, and as I said, we are using the ones from the let's see here, which one did I use? Oh yeah, I'll say from the Beauty of the Earth designer series paper, which you can find in our annual catalog. I also have a color of Misty Moon and Whisper White. These were cut out with the layering circle dies. And then I have a piece of white for our greeting. Okay, so we can go ahead and put this card down. So let's do that. So what we're gonna do is, let me move this out of here. I like to lay my pieces down of my designer series paper to make sure that I have them all nice and centered. I don't want to glue them down and then one be off or one not be off. So let's just lay this down. I'm actually gonna switch these up, I think. I'm gonna put this at this end. And then I have this wood grain, which is great for masculine cards, the fall cards, anything of cards, like nature cards. It's funny, when I first saw this Beauty of the Paper in the annual catalog, which is the Beauty of the Earth suite, I fell in love with the paper and the stamp set. I don't know, I just have something that I love with nature. I feel that there's versatile sets that you can use for any occasion. Like sympathy, thank yous, birthdays, masculines, you know, congrats. There's just so much you can do with them. All right, so let's go ahead and put that on our card. I am using a CO Plus. Just gonna lay that down like that. And then I'm just gonna set that off to the side. And then we have these. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to bring in our little, this is grid paper that goes with our Stamparatus. So great little size grid paper that you could use. I would highly recommend getting some because it's a neat way of doing that. Okay, so I'm going to grab the stamp set and we're using this image here. I'm going to get a block, so I'm going to grab a clear block D. That's kind of the size that I tend to use the most of. So when you're coloring with watercolor crayons, you want to use, oh, you got to take off the lid. Look at that, silly me. Take off the lid. Little insert. You want to use a Stazon ink. So when you're using alcohol markers, like our stamp blends, you want to use our Memento ink. So I'm just gonna see here if I'm get this stamped in the right way. Perfect. And then I'm going to clean it off. I just want to really make sure I get that ink off because it will stain the ink. Now I do have some Stampin' Stazon cleaner on order, so make sure if you don't have any and you're going to use Stazon ink that you'd get some. Okay, let me put that off to the side. All right, we're going to bring in our crayons. And when I was playing around with it, I found the best way to kind of do some shading and stuff like that was to, I'm just going to bring in my sample here so I can see what I'm doing, was to color, like, outline the edges of your image a little darker. And you'll see why, because I'm going to pull some of that color when I blend. And I'm going to do his pants here. Tell me, do you love to color? I find color very relaxing. I know a lot of demonstrators and Stampin' Up! Friends who will color a whole bunch of images and then they'll go back and, or stamp a whole bunch of images and then color. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab our Stampin' Blend, our blender pen, sorry. And it's wet. I have a brand new one. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull that color around. Now, you don't want to color too hard. You want it to move more. Because if you do, you could really tear your paper. You could use basic white, or you can use shimmery white, or you can use watercolor paper with these. So I'm just kind of blending the colors. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a different color. I'm going to color off. So what I'm doing is I'm coloring off. And now there's no green in this tip, so I can go to a different color. So let's grab blue. So this is actually Pacific Point. And I'm just going to highlight once again. I'm super excited. The hockey season starts tonight. So after my Facebook Live and I post the measurements for you, I am going to go watch some hockey. I also will be uploading this video to my YouTube channel tomorrow night, so you will see it up there if you're a subscriber. And if you're not, make sure you do, because that's how you're going to see all my posts. All right, so I'm done with that. Let's go. And I'm just going to move the color around. They're kind of fun to color with. You can see how you get some darker and some lighter. And then just color off. So see how I colored, went to the green to the blue, and now there's no marks there. Okay, so let's get, I wanted early espresso. That's black. Here's early espresso here. Oh, here's early espresso. Nope, that's black. Is early espresso? No, it's Decor. Where's my early espresso? Maybe I put it in my other grains. Let me just pull these out here. Okay, so let's just do, I'm going to do quickly here. So some orange, use some pumpkin, because I wanted those leaves to look like he's jumping and falling. I'm just going to color this guy quickly here. So tell me, is your favorite thing to color with blends? Hi Catherine, hi Nancy. Is your favorite thing to color with blends or pencil crayons? Let me know. Hopefully I know this is very different for me to craft on a Wednesday night, but I think I might try doing some, obviously we'll continue with my Monday night crafting, but then maybe try some Tuesday or a different night on my page. That I think would be fun. Okay, so I'm just coloring in the rest of the leaves here. And I'm going to find my brown. I think I might, so like I told you, I have a couple different here. Oh, there's early espresso. So I'm just going to color his hair here and his shoes. And I'm going to color my cat black. He's a black cat. He's jumping in the leaves also. Just kind of doing him there, his little paw. Okay, so let's blend these up. So let's start with all our yellows. Tell me, did you guys have a good day? What did you do? It was beautiful weather. When I was on yard duty, I saw a lot of people walking, which was really nice. Getting in those steps. I say if you want to lose weight or get your step count in, work in a school system. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So busy. Let's color up my reds. Just kind of going. And I also have an alternative card to show you where my inspiration came from. Okay, so I did that. Let's color my brown here. Color up his, and I did a little bit of hair. Color that off. And I noticed I forgot to color his other hat here piece. Let's color that. And we're going to color the cat in. Okay. I think I'm just going to go back here and color in. See if I got all the leaves. Okay, so now I'm trying to think, what did I use for? I think I used Calypso Coral, and I went really lightly on his face. I didn't want his face to be too orange in his hands, but we really didn't have like a peach color or more of a skin tone color, so I just thought that would be great. Okay, so there is our person. Let me move all my crayons out of my way here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this right here. We're going to bring our card back in, and we're going to pop this up. And it looks like I forgot to do his hair here. There. I'm going to grab my pop-up dots. Tell me, what season is your favorite Do you have a favorite season and why? I would love to know why. Like I said, fall is my favorite. I love everything about it. Pumpkins, apples, the beautiful trees. Okay, so there is that. And then I remember I had a little piece, and we're going to use our greeting. So to use our greeting, I'm going to use my Memento ink because that is my favorite. And, oh, I forgot to put some twine on my card, but that's okay. I'm going to show you what the difference looks like. Okay, so let me grab these, and I'm going to grab my greeting. Okay, so the stamp set I'm using is Peaceful Deer, and I wanted to show you alternate ways of using your stamp sets for different seasons. So obviously this is a Christmas season, but I love this saying here that says it's the best time of the year, and I thought we could use that on our card. So let me find it here. Best time of the year. Grab my ink, my block, and we're gonna grab some black ink. I feel like it's been forever since I stamped. Let's put it right there. It's the best time of the year. Put that over there. Okay, and I'm going to cut it down a little bit. So there we go. Just gonna put it like that. And I'm actually just gonna take my trimmer. I'm just gonna trim it a little bit. One of the other things is when this starts to get cool, you know, you get to wear all those warm sweaters and fuzzy pajama bottoms, and oh, I can't wait to have some hot chocolate. Just so exciting. Don't get me wrong, I do love summer, but I'm not a fan of the heat. The heat, if it was just sunshine and like 20, I would love it. Not a fan of the heat. Do not like it. Especially when it has humidity. So let's just get this in here. So it's the best time of the year. And then I wanted to use some embellishments, and I'm going to use the matted dots. So I'm using these, and I'm using the red ones. So these are Cherry Cobbler. So that's the one thing about Stampin' Up. Everything coordinates. You can go from paper to ink to ribbon to cardstock. It all matches, and that's one of my favorite things. I love that I can pull out this designer series paper and knows that these are my coordinating colors, and then I pull those in my stamps, my ink, my ribbon, my embellishments. And it's a win-win. It makes crafting very easy and simple. All right, there is my card, and I wanted to share with you my original card, and then I'm gonna share you an alternative I made. So here's the card that we made tonight with you guys, showcasing the watercolored crayons. I remember when you use watercolor crayons, you want to use a Stazon ink and make sure you have a Stazon cleaner to clean your stamps. So this is the card that I made when I was designing this project, which was right here. So you can see same look. Now on this one I added some twine, and I meant to add it here, but I forgot. It wasn't in my bucket because I was creating on the weekend and needed it, so I took it out of my bucket. So there's that one. And then my inspiration for my card actually came from this one, which is another beautiful fall set. I participated in another demonstrators event, and this was one of the sample cards we made. And I absolutely just loved the layout and thought, you know what? Let's use that layout for my layout on my card. So there you go. There is our crafting session for the week. I hope you had a great time. I thank you for stopping by and joining me. I can't wait to hear what you thought of our project. Tell me, do you prefer coloring with watercolor crayons, or are you a stamp and blend person? Maybe you don't color at all. Maybe you just use ink. I would love to hear. Make sure, don't forget to tell your crafting friends. Alright everyone, thanks for joining me. I will put the measurements up for this on this video after I'm done, and with the products I used, and then it will be uploaded to my YouTube channel within the next few days. Alright everyone, thanks so much for joining me tonight. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on Monday night for our Monday night crafting session. Bye everyone.